Shauna from the Yoga Center Winnipeg, and welcome to Yoga Snacks, Nourishment for the Body, Mind, and Spirit. Today, actually, we're going to focus a little bit on what we call the core. I'm going to do this practice seated from the floor. I think there's parts of it you could probably do in a chair if you can't get down to the floor. But if you can be on the floor, we'll be lying down and stuff, so that's great. So sitting comfortably on the floor, first start just resting your hands onto your lap. So sometimes when you're on the floor, if you feel like it's a little uncomfortable, maybe the hips are tight, the knees are up, feels painful, try sitting up maybe onto a pillow or a couple of blankets and see if that makes things more comfortable. And then tune your attention inward to feel your breathing. As you look for the breath, you might start by feeling down into your belly and just notice if the belly moves. Sometimes putting a hand on the belly helps. Then you might move your awareness more into the sides of your waist. And feel the breath or feel the movement. Okay, and then look for your breathing in the upper chest. Sometimes just noticing your shoulders moving or this upper lung area. You might feel it in your back body as well. And then start to shift your focus to right around the nose, the nostrils. Feel where you notice the breath coming in and going out. And then imagine or sense or feel your whole body breathing. So you might even imagine that it's the skin that breathes, because the skin actually does breathe, but have a sense that you could kind of connect to that maybe partly through visualization and imagination. If it's helpful, have your eyes closed. Fantastic. And so you can work with the breath throughout the practice if you like, or just come back to it at the end. For now, we're going to start to move, and we're going to move the torso around. And if you think of this kind of space around your navel, a little bit below, a little bit above, as what we call the core, think of creating the movement from here. And there's no right or wrong way to circle. You're just kind of moving around. I find if I move too much from my head, I actually feel dizzy, whereas if I engage some abdominal muscles, there's no dizziness. So a couple times in both directions. If you've got your legs crossed, you can change your leg crossing, and I'll just do a little bit of that in both directions. Okay, and now we're going to lie down. For this one, if you want, have something under your head, maybe a blanket, and keep a belt nearby. So, start with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Have a little look to see that your feet are pointing straight ahead, and rest your arms on the floor. And then here you can take some breaths, just tune back into your breathing and feel your inhale. Feel your exhale. And when you pay attention to your breath, sometimes you notice this movement in the body, and it actually is a lot of the yoga poses. We try to coordinate the natural movement of the body that happens with the breath and kind of exaggerate it. So we're going to work with some pelvic, it's tipping of the pelvis back and forth, so that when you exhale, the belly's emptying, the lower back's going a little bit more towards the floor. Your hips are kind of hugging in, and the sitting bones and tailbone maybe lift a little. When you inhale, we're going to tip the pelvis forward, maybe the lower back arches, maybe the belly expands, and just do a couple of those on your own. So if you were on your hands and knees, we would call this one cat-cow. On your back, and just a little bit. As you move, you might feel the different press into the feet, maybe a little bit more to the heels when the lower back is into the floor, maybe a little bit more towards the toes when your back is arched. If it's different, no worries. It's more about about the act of feeling than it is what you feel. Okay, then come to neutral. Put your hands behind your head here. Fingers interlaced, elbows open, and you may want to get rid of the support under your head if it's high, but you could also leave it. This next time when you exhale and the lower back goes to the mat, lift your head and shoulders a little bit. So it's a breath sit up, and then as you inhale, elbows open up and lower back arches a little bit. And repeat a few. Exhale, little mini curl up, keeping your abdomen soft so that it's more about emptying the breath. And inhale, going down. Exhale, just a little mini curl up. Inhale, back down, and one more. Awesome. And then rest for a few moments. And you could actually just change the interlace of the fingers, so the other baby fingers on the outside, and we'll do 3 or 4 more. So exhaling, a little bit of a curl up. Inhale down, back is arched. Exhale, a little bit of a curl up. Inhale down. Exhale, a little bit of a curl up. Inhale down. And then take your arms open to the side in a T position. Drop your knees over to your left. Turn your left arm down as your knees go to the left. Inhale, knees go up. Exhale, knees to the right, and turn your right hand down, your left arm up. Inhale, knees up, arms up. Exhale, knees to the left, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale through neutral, arms to neutral. Exhale, knees to the right, right arm down. Inhale, knees up. And once more to the left. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, knees up and arm up. Okay, this time something a little bit different. So hold the head with your left hand. Have your right hand available for your right leg. As you exhale, bring your right leg in towards you and your left elbow towards your right knee. I think I said inhale, but I really meant exhale. Inhale, head down, and right leg opens out to the side. Exhale, curling up diagonally. Inhale, straighten the leg, put the head down. Exhale, right knee comes into the chest, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, right leg opens a little bit to the side. Exhale, curling up. Inhale, straighten, head down. And one more of those. So exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, right knee open to the right, head is down. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, leg extends. And then just bend your right knee and put your right hand under your head. Have your left arm handy. Okay, exhale. Right elbow, left knee, diagonal, curl up. They don't need to touch, just move in that direction. And as your head and hand go down, your left knee opens to the side. Exhale, curling up. Inhale down, left leg straight along the floor. Exhale, curling. Inhale, left knee open to the left. Exhale, curling. Inhale, leg extends. Exhale, curling. Inhale, left knee to the left. Exhale, curling. Inhale, leg extends. And then bend the knee. Bring the feet together, knees open. This pose called Baddha Konasana. When you do this one, try to have your pelvis tilted a little bit. Just take a couple breaths. And then let your legs drop, but your spine be more relaxed. And so sometimes the spine pulls off the floor, just notice that. And then we'll lift the knees up and do the exact opposite. Walk your feet out to the side, let your knees tip inward. And just feel what's happening in your back body. Excellent. Okay. And then feet walk together and roll over onto your side. And let's come up to a hands and knees position. So here, hands are just a little forward of your shoulders. Fingers are spread. If your knees are feeling uncomfortable on the floor, you can always put a blanket under your knees. And so then here, we're going to take the right leg and stretch it back. Press back through the right heel. Press into both hands. And so the right leg is doing a pose called plank. Right shoulder over right wrist, left shoulder over left wrist, elbow creases face towards one another. And then let's bend the right knee. And straighten the left leg, press back through the heel, leg is strong. Bend the knee. Okay, so if this is hard on your wrists, you can substitute coming up onto fists like so. Otherwise, your wrist crease parallel to the front edge of the mat. Here, we're going to just hug the belly a little bit towards the spine. Think of when you exhale and there's that natural toning. Keep that. Straighten your right leg and lift your right foot off of the floor. Press out through your right heel. And then possibly pick up your left arm. So it's called balancing cat. Some people call it bird dog. I don't think it has a traditional Sanskrit name because I think it's modern. Okay. And then put your left hand down, your right knee down. And let's do a little twist here. So the right hand supports you, maybe bring it forward, come down onto your left shoulder, left side of the head. You could always put a block or something under your head if you need. Then press into your right hand, inhale, come up, back to the hands and knees, and then let's go to the other side. So start by straightening the left leg, left toes are curled under, left leg's quite active, lower arms turn in. Press out through your heel, lift your left leg, hug the abdomen a little bit, and then possibly pick up your right arm. When you're ready, hand comes down, knee bends, and then you can twist to the opposite side. So you're coming onto your right shoulder, the right side of the head. Use your left hand to support you. Excellent. And then press into the hand, come up to hands and knees, curl the toes under and lift your hips. So the pose is called downward dog. If you're comfortable in this pose, you can stay and hold. If this isn't a good pose for you, then just take your time to come to standing. In downward dog, fingers are spread, palms press forward, elbow creases face one another, outer hips lift, heels lowering towards the floor. From here, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Legs straight if possible, thighs turn in. Press strongly into the 4 points of the feet, the inner and outer heels, the inner and outer toe mounds. And then to come up, bend the knees, sweep your arms, come all the way up, looking up. And exhaling, gliding your hands down into your heart. And just relax your arms for a few moments and stand. Okay, so this next one, you could use, I think a chair would be helpful, but you can use blocks. I got my chair handy. I'm going to turn it around so that I have the high end of the chair handy. Put my hands on the chair and then stand arm distance away from the chair, facing the chair. Step your left foot back on an angle. And then from here, I fold forward and slide my arms forward. So hips a little bit level, lengthening the two sides of the spine. Taking some breaths. Okay, and then look up and step up and just stand. You can hold the chair for balance, or you can relax your arms at your side, taking a few quiet breaths. Hands onto the seat of the chair. Oh, sorry, that's the upper back of the chair. Step your right foot back a little bit or a lot as you're comfortable. You want to have both legs straight, right foot turned out a little bit, and then fold forward. So maybe your arms reach past the chair. That's great. Or maybe you're higher up and they're not. Hips are even as possible, reaching both hips evenly back. Remember, when we worked with the abdominal stretches, you can have just a little bit of tone there, and that helps to protect your lower back. And then inhale and come all the way up. Just stand. Okay, so this next one we're going to do is a little bit fancy. It's good to have the chair. This time I'm going to step a little further back. So instead of being straight up in Tadasana, I'm leaned forward a little bit. Take a couple steps back again and bend my right knee and then fold forward from the hips. So my elbows are bent here. In this case, it's not the best angle. So let's step the foot down and come back up. So I've got a different variation of this I'm going to teach. We're going to stand far back. Chair's where it's at. Turn your left foot out a little bit and take a step forward with your right foot. Now we face the chair. Now as you go for the chair, oh, I can't reach it. That's perfect. Bend your knee and put your hands onto the chair. So you've got your right knee bent, your left leg back, and then step forward, lift your back leg. Ideally, your foot is turning down, but first time we do this, we're toning in the abdomen, we're holding the chair any way it makes sense. Maybe down by the lower part, and then you carefully step your foot down and come all the way up. Okay, second side. Standing, breathing and feeling. Let's walk back a little bit again. Turn the right foot out. Take your left foot forward. Turn the hips to face the chair. Fold. Reach. Maybe if you can reach the chair easily, then push it away a little. Bend the left knee. Keep a lot of weight into your left foot, then lift your right leg. Start to fold forward. You can have your hands on the upper back or bring them lower. Stretch out through your heel. Practice bringing your pelvis into balance by using the control from the deeper abdominal muscles. Great. And then to come out, lower your leg, bring your foot to the floor. Stand up and breathe. Okay. And we'll put the chair off to the seat of the mat, off the mat, and come back down, this time down to your hands and your knees, and all the way down to the floor. So this time lying on your stomach. Face down, heads on the hands. Pick up the right leg and stretch the right leg up behind you And then reach your right arm forward. You can use your left arm against the floor to help. Bend, bring the arm down, bring the leg down, and then right hand against the floor, lift the left leg, lift the left arm. So similar to what we did in that warrior pose. Then leg down, hand down. Okay, this time arms out to the side in a T. Lift your collarbones, lift your head, your shoulders, your chest. Right, come down, have a rest. With your head resting on your hands, lift your legs. Down. So this is not my favorite pose, but it's a good pose for your back. It's a good strengthener. So we're going to do it. Press into your hands, lift your arms, lift your legs, reach out through the fingers, reach out through the toes. Big smile. Come on down. So this one, good to relax a little bit, rock the hips from side to side and the knees. Unfortunately, this one is better when you do repetitions, so we've got a couple more to do. This time, bring your hands back, interlace your fingers, and rest your hips on your